This is making me feel like you could take this whole video and turn it into like a bangin' swimsuit DIY. This video is sponsored by Birch Living. Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, you know that I often am cloning clothes, taking something that I already own, copying its size and shape, because then it's kind of guaranteed to fit you. And once you change the color, the materials, the little flourishes that you add and take away, the exact same fit can look like a totally different garment. But one of the most common questions I have on those videos is how to clone when it's like not flat, like there's darts or something a little more complicated. Such as I have this secondhand Ingrid and Isabel dress that I got, and it looks simple, but literally the more I wear it, the more I'm like, this dress has things going on. Actually, I just got a pair of glasses that I feel like makes this. Hold on a second, I just got an idea. Who am I? Oh, I have, wait. Okay, now who am I? Please drop your favorite Ali Wong quotes down in the comment section. Essentially, a knit dress is just a giant sock for your body. You may have all these different curves and shapes, like if we imagine you to be like a bar graph, and the knit dress just kind of creates like a smooth line, the trend of your overall body shape. A quick debrief on normal knit dresses. Typically, when you construct a knit dress, you just have the grain line running vertically so that the horizontal direction is the greatest direction of stretch. In a basic knit dress, if you want to incorporate ruching, you'd usually merge it with the side seam just to make manufacturing a little bit easier. For these reasons, I find this dress to be very interesting. First of all, this is also not on or doing anything, but instead of a consistent vertical grain line, the front of this dress changes direction drastically. Up here, it starts at 45-degree angle. Here, it straightens out to go vertical. And then down at the bottom, it goes to a 45, but opposite the first 45. This little side hip strip, those of you who were here for the last video, remember that phrase. The hip strip starts vertical, somehow manages to turn horizontal right about here, does a 180 and ends up vertical again, just opposite vertical from the top. Oh, and also the ruching is not merged with the side seams. I think the outcome is that this just has a ton of extra fabric. So if we go back to your body being this bar graph, now it has all this extra fabric to like hug every little bit of your changes and curves and whatnot. So if you're in the mood for showing off, this is gonna be a fun pattern for you to make. Hope you guys are glad that I stick to sewing tutorials and not stand-up comedy. Today, we're going to clone this dress, which will give us opportunities to show how to take something complicated like ruching and expand it into the original pattern form. I also feel like this is a great starting point to incorporate some fashion trends that I've been seeing on Instagram, like this type of inspo, the layers, the Swiss cheese. It's very cool. Hopefully, merging these ideas, I can make another dress that I love as much as this one. We're going to start with using the flat garment as a guide for the final goal size of the front. Julia helped me out with marking the seams on the paper, then she connected them with straight and curved rulers before cutting out this front pattern. Here's where you bring back the garment to use those grain lines as a guide. All these lines that she's adding show the gradual changes in grain line direction, and like I tried to show you, you can almost see that 180 rotation from top to bottom. Then all you got to do is some good old slash and spread. You're going to cut along all of those grain line guides, then reposition them so that they're all aligned perpendicular to the edge of a fresh piece of paper. All the other pattern pieces in this dress are a pretty straightforward job of tracing and adding seam allowance, but with the two front pieces, you should get this oh so exciting slug creation thing. Time to cut it out and see if it works. Sagwan, no! You have to stay away. I have sharp scissors. Good morning, it's a new day. The fabric is cut. I'm just jumping in here to talk about this video sponsor, Birch Living. We've had our Birch Living mattress for 4 months now, and it was great from the first night all the way till last night, even though That whole time, my body has changed a lot. My sleeping positions have gotten a lot pickier. Somehow still holding up great. Sleep is more important to me than ever because pregnancy fatigue is real. And this is before there is actually even a baby in my life. So I'm excited to partner up with Birch. If I had the power to wish us all a good night's sleep, I would. If you're unfamiliar, Birch makes organic, non-toxic mattresses made in America with just 4 materials: organic latex, New Zealand wool, American steel springs, and organic cotton. It's a natural, organic, 100% non-toxic mattress that gives me peace of mind as we set up our home for baby. We've been sleeping great. Hopefully that can continue even as we're new parents. I feel like this whole section is just me being like prepared to say goodbye to sleep, but hoping that we can cling on. But anyways, we're so excited to go to bed. At the end of the day, we wake up with no soreness, and it's very easy to buy online. You will get a 100-day sleep trial with a 10-year warranty. So basically more than 3 months to make sure you love your mattress. If you don't, you just let them know and they will pick it up and give you a refund. Birch delivers directly to your door. The delivery is free if you live in the US, and it'll come with 2 of their EcoRest pillows. These are made from recycled plastic bottles, but somehow are still breathable and now just better for the environment. We really do love our Birch mattress, and we think that you will too. So if you're looking for a new mattress, check out Birch. You can click the link in the description, or you can go to birchliving.com/withwendy, $200 off and 2 free pillows. Thank you, Birch Living, for helping me have a restful night's sleep. Now, it's time to assemble. I'm not 100% on the right plan of attack, but I think I'm going to sew the front large piece to that front little hip strip. Let's call it that again. I feel like that went pretty well. I'm like literally trying it on like this to get a sense. Time for a little internal investigation. So this is the dress that we're copying, and when I flip the ruched seam inside out, can you guys see that little like caramel colored ribbon? I think that is what's providing the stability so that there's no stretch on here, and the amount that it's ruched is just like locked in. So I could take a ribbon, measure how long I want the final gathered length to be, and then use that as a goal for gathering. I've put in a long straight stitch, just gonna start gathering it up, and the goal is to stop once it's the same length as this piece of bias tape. She's gathered. This bias tape here is just going to encase the whole thing so that it's comfortable and is hidden away, and hopefully is the exact right length that I'm aiming for. Ooh, all right. Well, that's a finished front. I'm gonna join it right sides together at the shoulders with the back. Okay, I also went ahead and sewed the sides, right sides together, and also folded the sleeves in half, right sides together. Did a straight stitch right there. Now I just gotta take the armholes, slide the sleeves in to fit, and sew it right sides together. I'm also switching it up from straight stitch to lightning stitch, simply because now you're working in a direction of stretch, so you want to do a stitch that is more stretch friendly. We've been doing a lot of knits lately, but yeah, this is the lightning stitch I've been using. If you have zigzag, that's fine, but lightning is just a little bit more clean. Feeling on track, feeling on track. Okay, you can see my belly over there. Assessment. How are we doing? Well, I'm going to take in some fabric here at the sleeve just so that it's a slimmer fit around my wrist. I did purposefully cut these sleeves to be extra long because I wanted to create a bit of like a thumb loop thing. Ooh, this is also the right time while it's on you to draw any of the cutouts that you might want to add. Don't do cutouts while it's lying flat. You want to see how it looks truly on your own body. I don't know if you guys can see, but I have a little oval cutout here. I almost don't want to cut it out, but I want to stay committed to the tutorial. And lots of hemming. Neck hole, sleeves, the bottom of the dress. Last night I took the back pattern and I tried to draw a design for the cutout layer. I'm only going to add a layer to the back because I feel like the front has a lot going on with the ruching. I used the Faith bodysuit as a guideline. So we've got like one shoulder coming up here, swings over to below the armpit. Then we've got a cutout here. I feel like it looks nice for it to at least reach the middle of your back. So up here, and it comes down here. And then this bottom one is our longest, most webby one. Honestly, this is such a free-form moment, so please go crazy with whatever you want to do. After drawing the design, I just threw down this dotted line that's about 1 centimeter away from the design for some seam allowance. And to preserve the pattern, you can just fold the excess out of the way and use the dotted line to trace. And here's how the finished cutout looks. I'm pretty happy with how it appears flat. Eager to see how it looks constructed onto the whole thing. But all the edges that line up with the original dress, like this one, this one, this one, this one, are all going to get tucked into the dress, and then the remaining curved edges all need to be finished off. I think I'm going to do the exact same fold over elastic method so it has a nice sturdy finish. I've got the elastic set up right here. Ooh, first stitch. I'm super into this stitch that I've been using so much more lately. It's like a regular zigzag, but see how it has 3 tiny stitches for each zag instead of just boom, 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 boom. The best thing about that is dramatically reduced risk of skipped stitches. I discovered this by simply actually reading my sewing manual. It's number 5, and you can see it's a broken zigzag, and I love it. So I'm trying to show people's the progress. Ooh, I'm so happy with how smooth it looks. Okay, here's, I don't know, let's call it artistic direction. It's exactly as according to plan. I feel like I barely have enough time to celebrate a step that went well before I start stressing about the next step. Hopefully this layout makes it easier to see what's going on, but I just gotta undo a little bit of this top shoulder seam, this side seam here, this side seam here, this side seam here, and then tuck this layer in. If I may say so myself, it looks so good. This is making me feel like you could take this whole video and turn it into like a bangin' swimsuit DIY. The cutout and the layer kind of come very close at the shoulder, so I think I will actually cut out and finish the hole before I attach the layer. In case it's not clear in the time lapse, I'm just coming in here and seam ripping apart all the places where the insert is going to go in. There's a little pencil mark for the beginning, pencil mark for the end. Slide it in and just close it up from inside out, just like if you were closing the side seam regularly.
You and I took a trip to the grocery store. In the cart we had a DTR. The words fell out of my mouth, I love you. I think we were in the ice cream section. You teasing me, couldn't make a selection. I know what I want now, know what I need. Don't know what I'd do if I hadn't bumped into you. Yeah, you make things better. I just wanted you to know that I'm not letting you go. You're the one I want, you're the one that I want. You're the one that I want. I want you to forget. You're somebody I want.
I'm very curious, let me know in the comments how closely you think I was able to hit the mark with replicating that leopard print dress. Ali Wong, if you have a third baby and want to hit me up for another tour outfit, let me know. When it came to the thumbs, I just held the raw edges open, sewed a skinny little rectangle, slid it open inside, and boop, thumbs are good. Feel like I can't even begin to elaborate for you all the different creative ways you could take the techniques in this video. So if you make anything inspired by this with cutouts or with different layers or with the ruching, please tag me, #MadeWithWendy, so I can find it and love it. I will post more photos of me in this crazy Grinch outfit on my Instagram @WithWendy, and don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification. Hope you guys are well. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye. Also, if you make this, it's vaccine friendly.